Nigeria's economy has turned in the right direction.
We are taking a bold step towards modernizing our financial markets.
Federal Executive Council to present proposed budget of 47.9 trillion naira to the National Assembly for consideration as Senate legislates to create $1 trillion economy for Nigeria.
Can government give you money to give Nigerians subsidy because of certain hiccups that happen? And then
House of Representatives launches investigation into Hajj 2024 and federal government constitutes committee to renegotiate all agreements with universities union to forestall recurrent industrial actions. A warm welcome to NTA Network News. I am Jumwa Yesuf. Benny Adams is on business news and Ayodeji Makinde will bring us latest from the sporting world. Remember, you can follow these news broadcasts on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. We begin with the Federal Executive Council has approved a budget estimate of 47.9 trillion naira set to be transmitted to the National Assembly for consideration and passage. At its meeting this Thursday, the Council also approved figures for the 2025 medium-term expenditure framework. State House correspondent Muzawaud Wahab tells us more.
The 13th meeting of the Federal Executive Council is eventually holding after its earlier postponement in honor of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, who passed on. But then, there are some national issues that cannot wait any longer. It is barely 7 weeks to the end of the year, so consideration and preparation for the next fiscal year topped the agenda of the meeting.
Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press.
After deliberations, Information and National Orientation Minister Mohammed Idris led the relevant ministers to brief on the outcomes as the Council reviewed implementation of the 2024 budget and reported a promising progress in revenue collection. And banking on the positive growth in 2 consecutive quarters of the outgoing year, the Council expresses satisfaction with economic recovery, believing that the worst situation has passed.
Nigeria's economy has turned in the right direction, achieving a positive growth rate in 2 quarters continuously, significantly, with the growth rate of 3.19% in real terms in the second quarter of 2024.
There is now hope for a much stronger economy in 2025, and in preparation for that is a 47.9 trillion naira budget estimate to further tackle inflation, strengthen economic resilience, support the vulnerable, and build fiscal buffers.
Parameters for the 2025-2027 medium-term fiscal framework, which include an oil price benchmark of $75 a barrel for 2025, oil production of 2.06 million barrels a day, as well as an exchange rate of 1,400 naira to a dollar, and GDP growth of 4.6%. It is expected that for 2025, the federal government's budget estimate is the aggregate expenditure is estimated at 47 trillion, and this includes a borrowing of 13.8 trillion, which is 3.87% of the estimated GDP.
The chances of meeting up with the January to December budget cycle are almost looking very slim, but the executive says it relies on its healthy relationship with the National Assembly as well as the groundwork already done to get the budget passed and keep to the tradition. Meanwhile, Ministry of Finance secured 2 approvals, one of which is a 250 billion naira real estate investment funding to check the housing deficit in the country through a low-cost long-term housing scheme.
It opens up the whole mortgage sector. It relieves Nigerians who normally will be faced with almost 30% interest rates, and they will be faced with tenors of 2, 3, 4 years within which they have to pay back. Now they will have rates closer to 10%. Now they will have tenors over 20 years. And that will be a tremendous relief, and is a promise kept by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
From the State House, Musbau and Wahab, NTA News.
And as part of efforts to create a $1 trillion economy for Nigeria, the Senate is working on a legislation to repeal and reenact the Investment and Security Bill as a key pillar in the investment space. This is done in tune with the aspiration of President Bola Tinubu. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports.
Gathered here are technocrats, operators, regulators and other participants from the investment, securities and commodities ecosystem. They want to be part of history as the Senate Committee on Capital Markets repeals and reenacts the 17-year-old Investment and Securities Act.
Fintech has caused a lot of disruptions in the capital market in recent years, such that digital asset platforms are fast gaining ground as a critical aspect of the capital market ecosystem.
We are taking a bold step towards modernizing our financial markets, fostering transparency and enhancing investor confidence.
Reviewed fairness of mergers and acquisitions of public companies, and prevent and sanction unauthorized and illegal dealings in securities and investment schemes.
While participants at the public hearing highlighted benefits of the proposed legislation, some suggested changes in some sections.
It was important to deal with certain critical issues in the capital market that usually leads to collapse of the market.
Issues relating to takeovers, mergers, corporate restructuring. Under BOFIA 2020, Central Bank has been given powers on those issues as far as banks and other financial institutions are concerned.
Most of the money that we are talking here belong to Nigerians, for which government is begging to use for development resources. If we give government power as person who goes there to borrow, where is the independence of this institution?
What offenses are specific to the capital market and which falls within the purview of the Investment and Securities Tribunal? We need to define that.
The aggregate of all inputs, the committee assures, will be scrutinized and considered on merit. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alaki, has advised South African investors and global mining giants to seize the opportunities presented by ongoing reforms and the improved business climate in Nigeria's mining industry. This was at the inaugural International Investment Forum and Roadshow in South Africa for the solid minerals sector in Nigeria, aiming to attract $500 million initial foreign investment. Mia Ogidi reports.
44 different solid mineral resources in Nigeria. A good news. But exploring these resources is where the news is on hold, because financing the sector is as tall as the equipment used in it, and waiting only for government funding not just easy. So, the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele, is dealing with the issue of funding squarely through private sector participation.
A lot of policy initiatives have been introduced. A lot of impact has been made on this sector, primarily which is the aggressive marketing that we embarked upon on assumption of duties here.
Like a marketer, Dele Alake takes the story of the opportunities in the sector to South Africa. launched a 4-day investment roadshow. It was a success because $500 million initial foreign investment attracted during the exercise. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mary Ogbe, and the Nigeria High Commissioner to South Africa, Tope Ajayi, both were on ground.
And I'm very happy to note that this has yielded very remarkable results. And like Trump will say, to borrow his phraseology, nothing has ever been like that anywhere in the world.
And the minister says opportunities in the Nigeria's solid mineral resources sector are valued at $700 billion. Apart from the investment attracted from the South Africa Roadshow, some investors from Western countries also putting resources together to invest in the new mining era in Nigeria. For the minister, these achievements are attributed to the investor-friendly policies of President Bola Tinubu. Mie Ogidi, NTA News.
And there are emerging opportunities in the horizon, and it is in methane investment and waste management. Nigeria, on the sideline of COP29, is seeking partnership to explore these opportunities and zero waste. Europe is on ground to deliver them. Charles Alpha reports.
Carbon trading may be one of the prominent topics at COP29, but methane, nitrogen and waste are increasingly topping conversations at many plenaries in Baku, strengthening adaptation and building resilience against land degradation, erosion, flooding, as well as investing in the subnational first line of impact many here think is pivotal to the fight against environmental issues. While Lagos, known to be the emerging climate smart city, is seeking ways to take advantage of the blue economy through waste and methane.
We are focused on the waste sector because waste sector is the second largest producer of methane in Europe. And one of the things you can do is actually really focus on proper management of the bio-waste.
Lagos government cannot fund it alone, so long as it has to do with the climate change. You need funding from the international community.
So we are now collaborating through the Ecological Fund so that a focus will be on the states, not only in Kano, the states that really need the Ecological Fund.
While they agree that incineration isn't the way forward to cutting carbon, attention they recommended should be focused on materials recovery and biological treatment. From Baku, Azerbaijan, Charles Alpha, NTA News.
Let's bring you up to speed with other news as the military, security and intelligence agencies have upscaled internal security operations to combat the Lakurawa group in parts of Sokoto State and Kebbi. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports that the coordinator, National Counter-Terrorism Center, Office of the National Security Advisor, Major General Adamu Garbalaka, stated this at a news conference in Abuja.
In 2018, communities in Ilela and Gudu in Sokoto State allegedly invited the Lakura group, whose origin has been traced to Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso, to assist in the fight against banditry.
The Lakurawas are basically from Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. Initially, they came in with the aim of providing security against the bandits in some of these communities. However, they are now turning to something that we need to address, and we will address it.
So far, the group has displaced communities, killed and looted properties. To combat this threat, interagency cooperation has been intensified, joint security operations upscaled, while emphasis on technology to monitor and gather intelligence.
We are implementing heightened security protocols in high-risk areas and advanced technology to monitor, gather, and analyze intelligence. Increase joint operations between the military and other security forces. We have also maintained close ties with our allies to ensure that we stay ahead of those who seek to harm us.
Regional efforts strengthening partnership with Niger, Chad and Mali to develop a unified response to the insurgent threats across borders, while the media has been enjoined to be patriotic in their reportage, devoid of glorifying the criminals. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
The news will be back in a moment.
The Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, invites innovators, researchers, entrepreneurs, and members of the public to its maiden edition of the National Research Fair and Exhibition with the theme Technologies for Massive Generation of Jobs and Wealth Creation among Nigerians, coming up on the 17th to the 22nd of November 2024, time 9 a.m. prompt. Venue, Eagle Square, Central Business Area, Abuja. The 5-day event is to bridge the gap between research, innovation, and the market, promote homegrown technologies for emerging businesses and solution providers for commercialization, meet the brightest minds, witness groundbreaking research, explore cutting-edge technologies, connect with stakeholders, industry leaders, and potential investors. Join the conversation, shape the future. TED Fund National Research Fair and Exhibition, empowering innovation and enhancing commercialization.
It makes sense.
I didn't come here at peace already.
Calm down. I go pay.
This I no fit pay.
Chai.
Listen to that.
Why everything just cost like this?
Na dollar o.
Dollar? How?
Baba, na true now. See your shoe, made in Italy. Your shirt made in Turkey. Even car where you carry come, made in Japan.
How all these ones think affect dollar?
You know me say for the price of dollar to come down, get what we suppose they do. We suppose they export past wetin we dey import. We suppose they buy more made in Nigerian products. Make we dey support local businesses. And if we go carry dollar enter Nigeria or any other foreign currency, make we dey use international money transfer agent.
This my friend, he too get sense. You know wetin go happen? Give am the bill, make it pay. Country people, make we join hand, reduce the pressure on top our naira. This message now from Bankers Committee.
His Royal Highness, the Emir of Gwandu, Major General Muhammadu Ilyasu Bashir, retired, Chairman, Kebbi State Council of Chiefs, cordially invites the general public to the maiden edition of Gwandu Emirate Annual Racing and Cultural Festival, scheduled to hold at Birnin Kebbi, Kebbi State, between 18th and 23rd November 2024. The festival will feature the following activities: horse racing competition, 19th November grand finale, Saturday 23rd November at the racecourse, Birnin Kebbi, Malam Abdullahi Fodio Annual Public Lecture, 23rd November, 9 a.m. Venue, Presidential Banquet Hall, Birnin Kebbi. Agricultural Trade Fair, 18th to 23rd at Haliru Abdu Stadium, Birnin Kebbi, from 10 a.m. Cultural displays on the 22nd of November by 3 p.m. Special guests of honor: Vice President Kashim Shettima, GCON. Guests of honor: Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, Speaker, House of Representatives, His Highness Alhaji Dr. Yahaya Abubakar Etsunupe, Chairman of the occasion, Alhaji Muhammadu Saad Abubakar III, Sultan of Sokoto. Chief Host, Dr. Nasir Idris Kaurangwandu, Governor of Kebbi State, Alhaji Mustafa Usman Adamu Kauje, Serikim Bargu Kauje, Chief Coordinator, Announcer.
Special announcement. The families of His Excellency Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, the national leader of the New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, and that of Alhaji Dahiru Barrow Mangal are pleased to announce the wedding fatiha of their children, Engineer Fahad Dahiru Barrow Mangal and Dr. Aisha Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. The event will take place on Saturday, 16th November 2024 by 11 a.m. at the Emir of Kano's Palace, with His Excellency the Governor of Kano State as the chief host. Announcer, Baba NTA, MON, MNI, Commissioner for Information, Chairman Publicity Committee.
Win a brand new car. Make a purchase of 10 million naira or more at any Vento Furniture store and stand a chance to drive home a brand new car.
Vento Furniture, addictive quality.
The Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare will hold its 65th National Council on Health from Monday 18th to Friday 22nd November 2024 in Maiduguri, Borno State. The theme of the 65th NCH is Accelerating Pathways to Universal Coverage, Strategies for 2030 Success, with the following sub-themes: Health Workforce Development, Building Capacity for Quality Health Delivery in Maternal and Child Health; Community Engagement and Health Promotion, Empowering Communities for Better Health; and Innovations in Digital Health, Transforming Healthcare Delivery. The 5-day meeting is structured into 3 sessions, namely technical, presentations, exhibitions, and council sessions. Participants expected at the NCH meeting include Honorable Commissioners of Health and their permanent secretaries from the 36 states and the Mandate Secretary of Health, FCT, departments, agencies, and parastatals of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, line ministries, military and paramilitary, development partners, and other stakeholders in the health sector. Arrival is on Sunday, November 17th, 2024. Announcer Daju Kachalom S., MNI, Permanent Secretary.
You're watching NTA Network News. The service of songs for the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, was a solemn occasion to honor the life and legacy of a distinguished military leader. The event brought together serving and retired military generals, top government officials, colleagues who were deeply impacted by his unwavering commitment to the nation. It was a moment of reflection and celebration of his life with melodies, hymns, and tributes, extolling the integrity, dedication, and courage that defined General Lagbaja's service.
He believed in the indivisibility of Nigeria. He believed in service. He gave everything at the risk of sounding immodest.
Meanwhile, the remains of late Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Taoreed Abiodun Lagbaja arrived in the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, earlier in the afternoon, preparatory for the funeral service at the National Christian Center and interment slated for Friday, 15th November 2024 at the National Military Cemetery, Abuja. A special guard of honor received the corpse of the coas, marking the commencement of the funeral of the 23rd Chief of Army Staff. General Lagbaja's death was announced on the 6th of this month. Meanwhile, Jigawa State Governor Umar Namadi commiserates with the Army formation in the state over the death of Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja. Mohammed Askira reports that the governor's message was conveyed to the 26th Armored Brigade Nigeria Army in Dutse by the special advisor to the governor on security matters, among other government officials. Similarly, the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BON, has commiserated with the Chief of Defense Staff, General Musa Christopher, and to all officers and men of the Nigerian Armed Forces over the passing of late Chief of Army Staff, General Taoreed Lagbaja. Chairman of the Organizations of Nigeria, Saliu Abdullahi Demba, says the late Chief of Army Staff's service and contribution to the security and stability of Nigeria will be remembered with gratitude and respect by all, noting that his dedication to the nation through various roles of great responsibility has left an indelible impact on the armed forces and the country. As the nation mourns this profound loss, BON offers heartfelt sympathies to the Chief of Defense Staff, members of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, his family, and all who were touched by General Lagbaja's life, and prayed for the peaceful repose of his soul. In the meantime, the Nigerian Legion has appealed for financial inclusion in federal government's annual budgetary allocation to enable it cater effectively for veterans and their families going through challenges. This was during a commemoration of 2024 Nigerian Legion Humanitarian Day celebrated in Abuja. Ekene Indulwe reports.
It was an occasion organized to honor courageous men and women who have served in various conflicts and peacekeeping missions. A reminder of the need to support and recognize contributions of these heroes, many of whom have faced physical and psychological challenges.
Our government has been doing everything possible to support the veterans.
What we are praying now is we should be included in the budget.
The day was another opportunity to provide food and financial support to veterans and family members.
End of the year is a critical period that a lot of people look out, how am I going to do the year? How am I going to run the end of the year? And with the little token that we have in Nigerian Legion, National Headquarters, we try to reach out to them.
Today we try to take care of the widows and the children left behind.
The health lectures and medical care that followed, the Legion says, is to ensure members remain strong and healthy in retirement. In Abuja, Ekene Ndulue, NTA News.
Let's bring you up to speed with other news. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of 3 directors general of various agencies and a special advisor on public communication and media. They are Dr. Olawale Olapade, Director General, National Sports Commission; Dr. Abisoye Fagade, Director General, National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism; Dr. Adebowale Adedokun, Director General, Bureau of Public Procurement, while Daniel Bwala is now the Special Advisor, Media and Public Communication, State House. The President enjoins the newly appointed officers to discharge their duties with dedication, patriotism and excellence. Moving on, the House of Representatives has queried alleged selective disbursement of 90 billion naira federal government subsidies to programs for the 2024 Hajj exercise at an investigative hearing by an ad hoc committee of the House. Lawmakers urged the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria to furnish Parliament with detailed expenditure of the Hajj subsidies for programs.
How come you are giving subsidy, full subsidy, half subsidy, and some pilgrims no subsidy, and they are all Nigerians? You are giving subsidies at will because you have been given the authority. No, sir. Can government give you money to give Nigerians subsidy because of certain hiccups that happen, and then you exclude others?
Everybody that fall within that timeline, they enjoy the subsidy.
There were submissions for development of standard operational practice for all operators in the Hajj management chain to serve as model for future Hajj operations. Meanwhile, the House Committee on Police Institutions has emphasized the need for professionals in technology integration and strong ethical standards in cadet training to meet global best practices. Elizabeth Yila Lamido reports that members of the committee who undertook an oversight to the Nigerian Police Academy Wudil also identified key challenges at the institution with a view to using legislation to address them in the 2025 fiscal year. The report.
During an oversight, members of the House of Representatives Committee on Police Institutions engaged the management of the Academy on challenges, fiscal responsibility, and areas needing urgent intervention to meet global standards. The Commandant, AIG Sadiq Idris Abubakar, informed the lawmakers that the Academy has since inception produced well-trained cadet officers for the Nigerian police force, stressing that the achievement is not without challenges.
Shortage of academic and directing staff. You have elective power supply necessitating the need for alternative source of energy. Non-completion of some major projects.
Chairman of the committee, Aliyu Wakil Boya, reaffirmed their commitment to supporting police institutions nationwide and pledged to address the challenges identified at Police Academy Wudil.
Since the 2025 budget is around the corner, we make sure that we include most of the challenges so that we will get a permanent solution on it. And also we are very much comfortable the way and manner they implemented 2024 budget.
The committee members inspected facilities at the academy and ongoing projects. In Kano, Elizabeth Yilal, NTA News.
Now, a trusted brand in the insurance industry, Noor Takaful, has launched the Noor Health and Raha by Noor app, which represents the use of technology in providing health solutions to Nigerians from the comfort of their home. Amaka Award reports that Noor Health and Raha by Noor are driven by enduring partnerships to provide universal health coverage and address service gaps in the health sector.
The unveiling of Noor Health a subsidiary of Neo Takaful, which is underpinned on the Sharia principles and champions ethical business models. The healthcare solution remains a beacon of hope and healing to millions of Nigerians, especially providing access to affordable healthcare, irrespective of one's economic status.
And as you know, our business is underpinned by Sharia principles, which compel us to keep all the promises we are making to you today.
Raha by Nur is an app that streamlines the insurance process, provides access, reduces human interface, thereby boosting customers' experience.
Use the Raha by Nur app that will make sure that your claims are processed and paid within 5 minutes after putting in your claim.
We have done this successfully over the last 7 years on the Takaful model, where people have been able to enjoy surplus. Now we're going to extend surplus through ethical financing or through ethical coverage to the health sector. So you're able to save more and get more.
Representative of the Coordinating Minister of Health is the Chief Medical Director, Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Professor Adeyemo Wasiu, said there is need to deepen sensitization as less than 20 million Nigerians enrolled under the National Health Insurance coverage.
When we have HMO like NOR coming into the fold, it is very important that we should acknowledge them and also encourage them that they have a lot of work to do.
Next was the unveiling of the board members of the NEOR Group. NEOR Takaful remains reliable in providing financial solutions and continues to build trust and confidence in Lagos. Amaka O, NTA News.
A 5-year project tagged Livestock Disease Surveillance Knowledge Integration is developing a sustainable national animal disease surveillance and reporting platform to safeguard livestock health, protect food security and prevent the spread of zoonotic diseases in Nigeria. This is as the team holds a closeout meeting in Abuja to present its findings in the pilot states used to complete the project. Tope Alabi reports.
Nigeria has the largest small ruminant herd in Africa, followed by Sudan, Chad, Ethiopia and Kenya, with 73.8 million goats and 42.1 million sheep, mainly indigenous breeds, contributing about $500 million annually to GDP. But still, the petit ruminants PPR is a major constraint to the productivity of small ruminants in Nigeria, a highly contagious viral disease causing the death of millions of sheep and goats annually. This livestock disease surveillance knowledge integration, the DISCI project, was launched in 2019 with a coalition of 5 partners with the support of the European Union to improve surveillance and control of small ruminants and Newcastle diseases across Nigeria, using Plateau, Bauchi and Kano states as a pilot phase.
While this project marks an important milestone, we acknowledge that our journey is far from over.
The project has therefore expanded surveillance and early disease detection systems.
The results of the DISCI project will enhance Nigeria's progress in eradicating PPR.
With over 500 villages and smallholder farmers across the 3 states distributing more than 10 million doses of vaccine, verifiable data is now available across the 66 local government areas captured.
Sometimes we get something difficult. But now, there's no any problem.
We are able to take care of our livestock.
We have good evidence on how to drive disease control.
We went to see the smallholders, and they did indeed say after the end of the project, they improved their livelihood thanks to the actions of the project.
In Abuja, Tope Alabi, NTA News.
Meanwhile, to remain competitive and well-positioned in the advertising industry, players are urged to support the federal government's reforms as it provides the needed environment for growth and development to thrive. Musa Abubakar reports that this was the message of the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, delivered by the Director General of National Orientation Agency, Larry Issa Onilo, at the opening of the 2024 National Advertising Conference in Abuja.
This is the third edition of the Advertising Conference organized by the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ARCO. This gathering brings together industry experts and stakeholders to explore how technology, cultural shifts, and business innovation are transforming advertising.
We must work in partnership with industry stakeholders to create policies that support innovation, safeguard consumer interests, and encourage the growth of a robust advertising sector that contributes meaningfully to our national economy.
Key discussions include use of AI and virtual reality to deliver personalized, real-time consumer engagement, integrating creativity with data insights. Beyond technology, the conference emphasizes the importance of cultural relevance as brands are increasingly expected to provide authentic, inclusive narratives that resonate with diverse audiences globally.
We have a full digital economy. Any organization, agency, media that is not ready to fully participate in that digital economy, businesses are done more online. And so for us, we need to challenge that protocol.
In Abuja, I am Musa Abubakar, NTA News.
In the meantime, information over time has proven to be a major tool in shaping the nation's image, and as such, access to information is paramount. The media reached OMD in a bid to drive the narrative launched the 23rd edition of its Media Facts book in Abuja with the aim of providing the populace with facts and figures as it concerns media marketing in West and Central Africa. Daniel Adere tells us more.
Information, as they say, is power. And for the past 23 years, Media Reach OMD has done its bid in providing media marketing information for Africa, in Africa, and by Africa.
We're in 2024, so we published a compilation of 2023 in 2024. That's the way the structure is. One of the key elements of creative media planning today is content. So meaning you need to drive content beyond just your traditional approach to media planning.
First, understand that you cannot take or accept or adopt AI hook and sink, meaning that you cannot just take it but we need to agree a framework, a modality for AI. So we are going to engage the operators, we're going to engage the stakeholders, we're going to engage the practitioners.
In what has been an annual event for the past 2 decades, Media Reach OMD took it a step further by transversing not just West, but also Central Africa. The result is a 500-page book detailing every and anything you need to know regarding the media in West and Central Africa.
Data is what the industry needs, so anything that we can do to support and promote, and then once again, anything that's far-reaching across the continent is something that's important to us. So as long as they continue doing this, we are 100% in support of what they're doing.
And it also goes a long way in telling you the stories behind the numbers so that you can make meaning of them and use them creatively, constructively, and collaboratively. And that's exactly what all of this is all about.
It is about how do we get more people informed, not deformed.
In Abuja, Daniel Aderiye, NTA News.
There's more news after the break.
You building a new home or renovating an old one? Look no further. Introducing Mangal Cement, strong and durable for construction. With Mangal Cement, you can trust that your building will stand the test of time. Our cement is made with quality materials and is designed to withstand the harsh weather conditions. Whether you're a builder, contractor, or homeowner, Mangal Cement smoothly complements your construction needs. It's strong, dry fast during concrete casting, and more reliable. So why wait? Choose Mangal Cement for your next building project. Visit our website at www.mangalcement.com or visit any store near you to learn more. Mangal Cement, consistent quality.
On behalf of my dear wife, Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Mary Maudlin Ozamaka Ogbonnawifu, government and good people of Ebonyi State warmly welcome the First Lady of Nigeria, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Bola Tinubu, founder Renewed Hope Initiative, as she joins us for a landmark event, grand finale of the Women's Day celebration and commissioning of the runway of the Chuba Okadibo International Airport Ezza on Friday, 15th November 2024. We are happy for the inspiration and exemplary leadership of our dear First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who has been a beacon of hope and a passionate advocate for women's development and national unity. Welcome, Tokweho Jokwa, announcer, His Excellency Right Honorable Bioda Francis Ogbonnawifu, Governor of Ebonyi State.
Bro, I tell you, this match 3-0. Okay. If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball. Ah, you know what? You go shot. Bro. Now we got this man.
Keep the banter going with Glow Borrow Me Credit or Data. Dial *303# to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is it ready?
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data. Glow Unlimited.
The holiday season, the chance to showcase my exquisite taste in furniture through hosting my annual Christmas get-together. With LifeMade Furniture's Christmas discounts, I can upgrade my space without breaking the bank.
Save big this festive season with LifeMade Christmas mega discounts from November 1st to December 31st. For more information, call 081 2000 6000 or visit elifemade.com. Wish you a stylish Christmas with LifeMade Furniture.
Imagine lovely meals you can cook with these ingredients. You spend heavily, but no guarantee of a tasty meal. Not making a right choice of seasoning cube can ruin your meal, money, and confidence. For a tasty meal, do not compromise. Choose Gold.
Use Terra Gold for the rich, consistent taste your loved ones crave for. Good for soups, stews, and jollof. Terra Gold. 1 cube, endless possibilities.
Oh God, Greg, you want to buy cough medicine again? Why haven't you gone for a test like I advised?
This your cough. You need to check Amo. When I had a bad cough, Madam told me to go for tuberculosis test. After the cough syrups didn't work, they discovered I had tuberculosis. After the free test, I was even treated for free. Now I'm fine.
Solomon is right. Oh God, Greg, check Amo. Make you dey sure. Because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check Amo, make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Our food, our health, our tomato paste. There is no tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria. There is no tomato paste, carry. Richico tomato pesto, Siwani. 100% natural tomato, Namunde. Better food, not correct ingredients, they inside. Alelelelele, oh, alelele, oh, ale. There is no tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria. Alelele, oh, alelele, oh, ale. There is no tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria.
You're watching NTA Network News. Benny Adams is here with business news. Hello, Benny.
Thank you, Jumai. Talking business, delegates at the ongoing CAB29 at Abuja advocate carbon credits, a product for economic growth and sustainable environment with hope of actualization. Let's take a listen.
That is a trident of 3 pillars: a loss and damage operativity fund, the clean energy transition, and the nature-based solutions aligned with the NEA resolution. Our expectation here as a global youth community is not only that the negotiators reach finally a consensus that let us advance in the adaptation and the mitigation, but honestly also is uniting ourselves as one planet. And that's, I think, what we can get the most of this COP every year that we come here, that we get to know amazing youngsters and people.
I was still talking energy. Oil futures fell slightly on Thursday, with the U.S. benchmark trading below $69 per barrel as the large surplus is expected in 2025. Global crude supply is expected to outstrip demand by more than 1 million barrels per day next year, led by robust growth in the U.S., according to the International Energy Agency's monthly report. And looking at it, the U.S. crude oil edges lower, trades below $69 at large. And looking at the Brent crude, which is a key feature settled at $1.43 at $72.55 a barrel. And looking at the West Texas Intermediate crude, if you look at the West Texas Intermediate December contract, is 68.30 per barrel, down 13 cents year to date. But if it is month to month, it is actually higher at this point. Looking at crude oil is also down nearly 5%. That is showing appreciation in transactions or in the prices of crude around the world, despite the conversations around clean energy. And looking at Nigerian stock market, the Nigerian stock market continued its flip-flop for the week, closing Thursday bearish, reversing the gains posted on Wednesday due to sell-offs in corn oil and other stocks, with market capitalization losing 0.19% and the oil share index closing at 97,233.07 points from 93,418.33 basis points on Wednesday. You can see the total number of value, 7.816 billion naira in 7,931 deals. Total equities 58.9 trillion, a little bit down compared to what we witnessed yesterday. And on the overall, we see the decline of 0.19% at against the upward review we witnessed yesterday of 0.16%. Now, looking at the top trades at this particular point in time, the top trades show the banking stocks are actually doing well. At this time, banking stocks, I can see the banking stocks are also doing well, where this shows investors lost like 112.43 billion naira, while the year-to-date return to decline to 30.04%. Now, Access Core 60.3 million, UBA 17.9 million, and Zenith Bank 16.12 million. It's all about the banking stocks. And if you look at the market breadth, it closed positively at 0.23%, with 32 gainers against 15 losers, and 73 equities actually remained unchanged. And compared with the previous trading day, which was Wednesday, November 13th, today's data shows 18% improvement in volume, 4% improvement in turnover, about 5% decline in deals. And on the aggregate, 120 listed equities participated in trading, ending with 32 gainers and 15 losers. This is it on business. Network News continues, but after this break, do stay with us.
Nigeria and beyond, girls continue to be underrepresented in leadership, STEM, and digital innovation. But this November, we're bridging that gap. Introducing the Raising Girls Summit 2024, a call to inspire, include, and invest in the next generation of women changemakers. Our theme, Girls to Women. Inspire, include, invest is more than words, it's a movement. A movement to unlock potential, shatter barriers, and create a world where every girl can dream without limits. Join us on November 15th at UBEC DRC in Abuja. Let's empower our girls today to build a brighter future for all. Because investing in girls is investing in the future of our nation.
You left so many words unsaid.
How life is this crowd? With Tom Tom, no Lily. Let's do this.
Stay confident and stay focused. Breathe for it with Tom Tom.
Everyone dreams of a better tomorrow. A tomorrow hope for the future. ARM has everything you need to go from where you are to where you need to be. Join us. Let's face tomorrow together. ARM. Invested in your tomorrow.
No buy am. But why? No see say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal. Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
The world needs mums. With a splash of golden Terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Change no thanks into yes please. Resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty family meals is all that matters. Where there are moms, there is love. Golden Terra oil or pure love.
Our food, our health, our tomato paste. Erisco tomato paste, the taste of Naija. Erisco tomato paste, Kiai. Richico tomato pesto, Tiwani. 100% natural tomato. Namunde, alelelelelele, oh, alelele, oh, ale. Erisco tomato paste, the taste of Naija.
TerraCube. Unwrap joy. Unleash taste.
For a certain period of time, shouts of joy and faces of defeat punctuate the daily activities of Newi. The reason? The Kingsley Obiuku Foundation Unity Cup 2024.
The vision behind the Unity Cup was simply community development and looking at creative ways in which we can reduce the current high crime rates in Newi South.
This year's tournament brings together the towns of Amici, Azibu, Ekulumiri, Osumeyi, Ukpo, Akuihedi, Ebenato, Esinifite, Unubi, and Otu.
I feel happy, I feel excited.
The foundation's efforts remind us that with vision and dedication, local initiatives can create lasting positive change across Africa and beyond. Join us. Let us move forward together.
Thanks for rejoining us. And to resolve all industrial disputes in the education sector, the federal government has set up a committee headed by former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Yayale Ahmed, to renegotiate all agreements with unions. Minister of Education Dr. Tunji Alausa made this known while addressing members of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities at the Unions Conference in Abuja. Joseph Osen reports.
Tertiary education in Nigeria has struggled for stability due to persistent industrial disputes, paralyzing academic activities and other operational services in tertiary institutions.
Sanu, I knew you went on strike a few weeks ago. I spoke to the president. The government paid the initial 50% of your withheld salary allowance, and I promise you the next 50% will be paid as promised within the timeline.
This conference gives the new Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, a chance to meet with the non-teaching staff for the first time as he aims to resolve the disputes. With the minister in their midst, the workers use the opportunity to explain their major concerns.
We urge government to release the remaining 3 months withheld salaries. We also urge that government should release our 50 billion naira and allowances.
That when you want to have a viral and effective collective bargaining system,
then you must also be sure that the collective bargaining agreement will be respected.
Stakeholders here advocate compromise in collective bargaining for industrial harmony and resolution of all disputes. In Abuja, Joseph Utsen, NTA News.
To electoral matters, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has distributed sensitive election materials to the 18 local government areas of Ondo State ahead of this Saturday's governorship election. Toyin Bachire reports that the exercise held at the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Akure, was monitored by the resident electoral commissioner, Oluwatoyin Babalola, and representatives of the 18 participating political parties.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, received the sensitive election materials at the Central Bank in the presence of key stakeholders. After the handover, the materials were carefully sorted for distribution to each of the 18 local government areas.
The exercise is most furious, easy, and accessible.
We are quite impressed because everything is clear.
So far, so good. I think we're still okay with what they're doing.
I'm very happy with it. All resources have been countersigned.
The resident electoral commissioner in Ondo State, Oluwatoyin Babalola, explained that the early distribution of sensitive materials to the local government areas shows the readiness of the electoral body in ensuring a free and fair exercise in the state.
We have difficult terrains. We have on land and we have on water. The difficult terrain on water, they are in Ilaji and Eseodo. And we have identified those areas and we are going to have boats that will transport men and materials. We also have the support of the Navy.
The sensitive materials have since left the Central Bank to the 18 local government areas of the state. In Akure, Toyin Basire, NTA News.
And Ayodeji is standing by for sports update. Hello, Ayo.
Oh, yes, thanks, Jumai. Well, it's the 90th minute and Nigeria has qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco next year. The Super Eagles secured the spot after Libya beat Rwanda by a lone goal in the group's other match before the showdown between Nigeria and Benin Republic at the Felix Ofe-Boigny Stadium in Abuja. Nigeria now leads as it stands at 1-1 in the match between them and Benin Republic. Nigeria now has 11 points ahead of Benin Republic, who have 7 points. Remember, match day 6 encounter against the Amavubi of Rwanda will be at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, and that will be on Monday. Well, earlier on Thursday, more teams advanced their quest to reach the final of the Africa Cup of Nations next year. South Sudan beat Congo by 3-2 at the Juba International Stadium, while it was the turn of Niger Republic to beat Sudan by 4-0. In Malabo, Equatorial Guinea and Algeria drew goalless, while at the FNB Stadium in Johannesburg, Madagascar lost 2-3 to Tunisia. Elsewhere in karate, Oluwaseun Olorun B and Miriam Gimba, both from FCT, emerged as the overall champions in the senior and junior individual kata, individuals and seniors at the 5th Silas Agara National Karate Championship, which held at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. In the senior division, Oluwaseun Olorun B claimed gold, while Umar secured the silver medal and Alex Oru from Rain Academy won bronze. In the junior category, Mariam Gimba won gold, while Favor Adebayo earned the silver medal and Sahid Aisha brought home the bronze medal. And that's your sports. The Eagles have landed at AFCON 2025. It's back to Jummai.
Did you expect more goals from them before the end of the match? And that's NTA Network News for tonight. Thanks so much for your time. I am Jummai Yusuf.
Now you know. Now you know. Forget what I know them. Yes. How much is money? It's nothing. Ballin'. Premium or nothing. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Forget what I know them.
Are you ready to launch? 100%. Launch! I think I put the wrong coordinate.
This season, the odds might just be in your favor. With the boom, everything changes. If only you can catch it.
People all over Nigeria are catching the boom. It seems to be making millionaires with supercharged odds, and we understand all of this to be caused by Bet Nigeria.
Let everyone catch the boom.
This AFCON 2025 qualifying fixture between Benin Republic and Nigeria was brought to you by Bet Nigeria. Catch the boom.
Welcome back at the end of the game from the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium. The Super Eagles have done well to come back from behind. It's finished 1-1 between Nigeria and Benin. Have still got Tego Onojaife and Nduka Ugarte. Even though you switched your prediction twice, you still did not get it twice.
Yes.
Options. You're welcome to a world of elegance, where every corner whispers sophistication. Step into our showroom and indulge your senses with our timeless designs and craftsmanship, from plush sofas to magnificent dining tables that host lifetime celebrations. Our collections, the hallmark of luxury. Create your haven with exclusive bedroom selections and turn your sanctuary into a realm of refined tranquility. When it comes to bathroom solutions, our stylish fixtures, lavish tubs and showers are crafted for your well-being, transforming your daily routine into a ritual of indulgence. At Home Options, we provide lifestyle solutions. So, visit our showrooms in Lagos and Port Harcourt, because your space deserves to mirror your impeccable taste. Home Options. Live well.
The federal government of Nigeria wants vandals of national assets, electricity transmission towers, cables, and other facilities to desist from this act of sabotage. Vandalism is a serious crime punishable under the law. Vandalizing electrical equipment will affect millions of Nigerians, including your loved ones. Remember that national assets belong to all of us, hence the need to protect them. Report all cases of suspicious movement around electrical facilities to security agencies. When you see something, say something. This message is from the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation in collaboration with the National Counter-Terrorism Center, NCTC, Office of the National Security Advisor.
Hey Nigeria, ready to breathe cleaner air and save money? Let's talk about gas. Drive with CNG, the smart, cost-effective choice. Fill up for less and travel further. Save money, save the planet. Switch to LPG for cooking. It's cleaner, healthier, and better for the environment. Say goodbye to smoke and eye problems. Do you know Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA.
Wow, Ivy is so lucky. Everything just falls into place for her.
Yeah, it's like success just happens to her effortlessly.
Hold on, guys. It's not just luck that brings success. Do you know how much work she puts in? Let me show you the truth behind EVA's achievements.
Oh, she works so hard.
Absolutely. It's the small action she takes every day that makes a big difference. EVA's success comes from her dedication and adherence to good values. Small actions every day make a big difference for life.
Up in the morning, see the light shining bright in the sky. Got my family with me, and it's a beautiful day. If life is a bed of roses, I'll be sitting on a platter of gold. Oh, let me tell ya, it's not the way it goes. Oh, not the way it goes. So don't take what you can give. What you sow is what you reap. Time and time it's turning to you. Back to whatever you do, wherever you get to, just know.
Hold on. Mama. Welcome.
Who are you?
No.
Is my daughter in?
No, Mama, I have not seen her since the morning she left the house.
You should pay for the wig. I don't care. She can take it to her village. I'm sure you'll be very happy if Madam deducts the money for the wig from my salary. I'm very sure.
All I'm saying is that you should just take things easy.
I beg you.
God.
Oh, this guy's number is switched off again. Oh. Switched off. How can his number always be switched off all the time? What am I going to call now to go buy me to fix this car? What am I going to call now? Oh. Maybe I should even call Betty's husband, the mechanic. At least that is why you have mechanics as friends. Oh, God.
Circle of interest. First of all, this is the wrong battery for this engine. What this engine requires to function properly, it's a 75 amps output battery. And what you have here is way less. Plus, if you look at the indicator, it's black, meaning you have to charge the battery up, and that's because it's low. You know, so yes, it's the battery, that's the fault.
You seem to know a lot about this. Are you a mechanic?
No, I'm not, but let's just say we had a car like this 2 years ago that had the same fault, and not until the customer changed it, it just kept reoccurring.
God.
That means I have to buy a new battery.
Not necessarily. I could give you one.
How much?
Listen, everything is not about money, okay? I could give you my number and then you call me up when you're ready to pick it up.
That's fine. I mean, I just bought this battery last month.
It's fine. Just call me when you're ready to pick up the battery, okay?
Okay, thank you so much,
You're
Davis.
most welcome.
Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank
Drive
you.
safe.
Yeah, I will.
Hey. My in-law, you should have just taken us straight to our shop so that we meet her there, instead of coming to wait here like refugees.
My dear, that shop, the road is quite confusing. I went there just once when I went to make my hair. But don't worry, I'm sure she will be on her way back. And this is the time that she usually comes back.
But the gate man or the gate boy should know the way to...
It's like a car is driving in. Yes, I think she's back. And that's her, honey. She's back.
Let me adjust to myself.
Do your shirt too. And she's the one. I told you.
My in-law.
I told you she will soon be back. Hey, Diego. We're waiting there.